Samsung has collapsed minus 13.39% to $220,000, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 29th, and this is your complete global market briefing. The market is lacking a clear catalyst today, leading to choppy, two-way price action. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 ticked up plus 0.21% to $7,428.78. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stocks hold steady as Brent oil falls below $100, markets wrap. NASDAQ 100 is trading lower by minus 0.98%, at $27,763. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. NASDAQ bounces back, S&P 500 and Dow rise as earnings, falling oil prices offset chip weakness, Yahoo Finance. Dow Jones edged higher plus 1.03% to $52,747. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500 ends higher as investors await tech earnings. DAX is up plus 1.45%, trading at €25,464. Traders are reacting to news that US crude oil falls below $80 as Iran discusses Strait of Hormuz with Saudi Arabia and Oman. FTSE 100 edged higher plus 0.83% to £10,871. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 13.39% to 220,000 Korean wons. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. SAP made a dramatic move today, surged plus 7.90% to €151.28. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SAP stock jumps as earnings beat eases RE fears, barons. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for SAP sits around €160.36. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. Coca-Cola made a dramatic move today, surged plus 5% to $88.27. Equity markets are responding to reports that Coca-Cola stock pops after earnings shine a light on consumer spending, barons. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $93.57 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 4.56% to $63.89. Equity markets are responding to reports that Rocket Lab drops. Here's what to expect from earnings, seeking alpha. Space systems manufacturing, solar panels, reaction wheels, radio frequency components is generating reliable cash flow that cushions launch market volatility. Any tactically responsive space contract win with the US DoD would directly boost near-term Electron revenue. The long-term re-rating catalyst is Neutron's maiden flight timeline. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. Traders are reacting to news that US crude oil falls below $80 as Iran discusses Strait of Hormuz with Saudi Arabia and Oman. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500 ends higher as investors await tech earnings. Turning to commodities. Brent crude plunged to $83.76 per barrel, down 5.21% on the session. The move follows reports that stocks hold steady as Brent oil falls below $100, markets wrap. WTI crude plunged to $79.13 per barrel, down 4.21% on the session. The move follows reports that stocks hold steady as Brent oil falls below $100, markets wrap. Natural gas plunged to $2.68, down 3.18% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that U.S. crude oil falls below $80 as Iran discusses Strait of Hormuz with Saudi Arabia and Oman. Gold dipped to $4,028.80 per troy ounce, down 1.12% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by gold prices today, Thursday. Gold price opens below $4,100 as inflation worries clash with safe haven demand, Yahoo Finance. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. The technical picture for Samsung has deteriorated. The 206,800 Korean won's level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.33, losing 0.47% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 163.77, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to EU action to address the energy crisis, European Commission. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.